Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today we've got another beautiful build for you. Today we're building in the Phanteks Magnum Gear Neo Cube 2. Yeah, I should say Phanteks in there because Magnum Gear is actually owned by Phanteks, a little side company that they've done to kind of mimic some of these cases. If you see this case, you're going to recognize it and be like, wait a second, isn't that kind of like an O11 with RGB? Yes, it is. And we're starting all off with the gorgeous, and I say gorgeous, always been a big fan of this motherboard, the ASRock B650 Steel Legend. And then we're on top of that, we're going 6000 CL30 RAM, which is really the sweet spot for the 7000 X3D. We've got a 1TB NVMe drive coming in with Kingston and the KC3000. We're running a 4070 Super today, and we have that beautiful brand new Gigabyte Eagle OC Ice version, which is kind of like the silver and white out card that's coming in at a really good price point. 4070 Super, 7000 X3D, 6000 CL30 RAM. It's perfect. We're cooling with the Leland Galahad 2 Trinity. We have 6 total RGB fans in here. They're all white as well. We've got a white power supply, 850 watt ATX 3.0. Absolutely killer system, right well under the $2,000 price point, and it's absolutely killer in terms of performance, whether you're going to be doing 1440p or 1080p, potentially even jumping in the 4K realm. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button to help us with the algorithm over here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well if you want to see more beautiful PCs like this being created over here on our channel. And if you want to catch us live on a Raw like it is right now as I butcher this really long intro today, you can join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over at our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. We stream around 10 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you soon. I mean, look at those parts lists right there. Look at that parts list. Let's get the music going again. Again, I'll see you guys over there in just a few seconds. All right, let's get started. Good morning, guys. Beautiful build today. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna go right on the above cam. Start taking stuff off the top here. Again, the ASRock packaging, exceptional. Actually, probably the best in the industry in terms of motherboard. Like, they have this, they protect the board, and they have it already in foam here, as you can see. All in foam. I love to see that. The great thing about this is I can build right in this piece. I gotta take all the zip ties off. What do you think about this? What do you think about this motherboard, chat? I've always loved them. Like I said, I still have one. I had a B550 board, but I'm actually I only have a B450 currently that I'm utilizing in a home server. A lot of USB in the back. Love to see that. I'll show you guys right now. Here we go, chat. Look at that. Look at all that USB. A lot of USB in the back, which is nice. 2.5 gig. We got LAN. Got BIOS flashback, which is nice. All right, down and in, 7000 X3D, chat. There we go, down and in. Pop the top, there it is. All in there, next to me our NVMe drive, chat. I'm just gonna take this M.2 out. M.2 blazing, as they put it here on this. I love when some of these PC manufacturers just put like this weird like tags in there. Like, what can we do to make this look really cool? Blazing. Down and in. All right, so let's get the standoffs we need for the cooler. Again, we have the Trinity from Leland, the Galahad 2, fantastic cooler, in white, of course. We have 6 Leland fans today that we will be utilizing. Let's see which one. Sometimes the crazy thing about the Trinity is they came out with 2 revisions of the AM5, AM4 standoff. Let's see which one's in this one. Yeah, they have the key screws. Okay, good. I like when they have the screws instead of being the clips that clip to the factory retention. I like the screws personally. There we go. There's our AMD that we need. Now I'm going to put the factory brackets back in here so we don't lose them. I believe we will need thermal paste today. Let's see if it has our, yeah, we'll need thermal paste. AM4, AM5, which I like that they made that revision. Before the AM5 used to be used as factory retention clips, and they made these perfectly spaced. Really thick PCB on this board as well. I like that. You can see from here it's really thick board, a really thick PCB. All right, let's get our RAM in, chat. Beautiful 6000 CL30 team and Delta RGB. Beautiful white RAM. Yeah, it's gonna be $19.99 USD, the system. Beautiful Delta RAM. I think it always looks really good with this board too. The whole design of the Steel Legend looks good with the Delta. I have the Steel Legend at home. Like I said, I have this, but I have black RAM on it because I had a really good, could have 32 gigs. 3200 megahertz CL16 is what I use I have it on 3800X. It's rock solid for that. All right, RAM is in. There we go, motherboard's all assembled, down and in as well. We have the 7000 X3 on this beautiful B650 Steel Legend board from ASRock, a 1TB KC3000 drive, and our primary NVMe slot 1, and the blazing M.2 port. Our standoffs are in place again for the Leland Galahad 2 Trinity, and we have 32 gigs of 6000 CL30 Team T-Force Delta RGB RAM. Let's slide this all aside. We're getting ready to get this case out. We have not built this case on stream before. We built with its predecessor, the Neo Cube, but not the Neo Cube 2, which we have today. Again, this is a manufactured by Phanteks brand, the Magnum Gear. It used to be called Metallic Gear. Not sure why they changed the name of it, but now it's Magnum Gear. Phanteks primarily sells direct to distributors.
For some distributors, direct to SIs and then only Newegg. So if you're looking to do this build yourself, you could go buy this case. I still believe they are available on Newegg. We had a couple in the shop. I said, let's build a nice quick ship around it the other day because we had it, and I think it's a great looking case. Very good budget case. They made it a little bit bigger to be able to hold the two, Magnum Gear 2, to be able to work with 40 series cards. Here to look at it, you're like, oh, since that's just a 011. Well, I think it's pretty much what they wanted to do, was build a case that looks just like the Leanly 011. And I think that's what we got here. The only thing that's different about this one versus 011 is you can run 2 systems in this case. Yeah, that's right, you can put 2 full PCs in this case. We've done that before. On the back side here, you have space to put a second motherboard. There it is, slides up, okay. It used to be slide up, that's always been like that. Here we go, all our panels off and out of the way. There we go. I mean, pretty straightforward on the back. There it is, looks great. I don't like the Velcros on the back. I zip tie to the main channel. I like that they include them. They're gonna go in the motherboard box, but the zip ties are a little bit nicer. Get this out, get this open. We need to put the last standoff right here. As you guys know, in the past, ASRock utilizes an additional MATX standoff on their boards. So we're gonna get that installed. All right, all in there. There we go. Let's get our motherboard down and in. Nice and secure. Let's get our screws. The reason why I do like this additional standoff here, it helps a little bit more support on these on these PCIe lanes where you have these bigger, obviously 40 series heavier cards, these massive coolers. It's nice to have that extra support there on the board. So not having any kind of flex and sag right there. We'll see how this one does when we put the GPU in later. But the 4070 Super isn't really a huge, big card like a 4090 or 4080 Super would be. 4070 Ti Super is starting to get a little bit heavier. Give me a front close-up on this beautiful motherboard in this case. There we go. I think it looks good. Like this motherboard's more like a gray silver, but it looks really good in this case. Looks really good. So do we run it off the ASRock RGB, or do we run it on the Leanly software, the RGB? I think we're gonna run off the ASRock RGB today, because it has a built-in connector and it runs with the strip and everything will run in unison. I like that. So we're gonna some of these cables, and we're gonna go with the Type-C. The only thing I don't like about this case is no white cables. I know it's very minimal, but it's nice to have, when you have all the white grommets, to have white cables. Luckily, it goes good with this build today because this board isn't truly a full whiteout. You know, obviously, you have a little bit of a black and white kind of vibe here, almost Stormtrooper-ish. We have HD reset and power, HD being the hard drive light, like hard drive activity. Run that in right now. First is going to be our hard drive LED. Reset switch, and next is going to be our power switch. We're actually going to separate these a little bit. I don't like seeing the little black connectors that they have here. I don't want to see those little tags, which switch. I don't want them to kind of show, so I'm going to pull those back. They're out of the picture. No, fans will kind of hide them down below, but we just don't want to see that. All connected there. We aren't going to have any bottom fans today. It's going to be side intake and then top exhaust. There's plenty for today. Last but not least, our HD audio is going to go in here before we move on to our side fans. All right, looking good. Show you the cable manage in the back, looking nice and tight and tidy. Go. Looking good. Let's get these fans in. Some fan screws. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. There we go. Looking good. All right. On to the power supply, chat. We'll move on to the cooler will be later. We'll do the power supply first. Fully white power supply today. TX50G, ATX 3.0 white power supply today. There we go. Looking good. Let's get our cables. Let's get our cables we need today. 24-pin main, they're EPS1 and EPS2, 12-volt high power, and we need 1 SATA. There we go. All these other cables, one motherboard box. Make our SATA cable. SATA is going to power the Leanly cooler as well as the onboard RGB controller. All right, now we're going to work on getting these cables connected. All right, get this in the back here. There we go. Nice and in, down and in, down and in. There we go. Onto, we got our 12-volt high power down below. There we go, our SATA. As we get our SATA in, we are going to move on to our cooler chat. Good, cables look good. We can work on the cooler chat, spin it around, start working on the cooler. All right. Okay, get these screwed in. All right, bracket back in the box. Let's get ready to go top above rear camera angle. Get this mounted. Before I start working on the rad, checking all the cables in the back. All right, get this rad finished. Here's the rear cable management view. Whew, don't go sliding off on me there like that. Perfect. So get this in, caddy corner over here, get all 4 corners. I'll spin around so you guys get a close up. All of the RGB connected and all the fans are connected. Time for just the last few screws. We're getting the GPU out, chat. How are we looking? Okay, there we go. We're gonna go with the, I'm gonna get rid of the Lanely one today. I'm gonna go with the RGB hub on this one. I think it's gonna look good. That's in. And then we're gonna do this around it. To me, this mirror and the RGB ring should look pretty cool today. There we go. I like the mirror look nice. There we go, chat. Let me get the GPU out today. ICE 4070 Super from Gigabyte. Yeah, the PSU's in the back. Yep. I'll show you guys all the cable management here in a minute when we get closer to being done. Beautiful little card. It's nice to see a nice little, like, I'd say value price, but higher, because it's overclock Eagle, so it's a good card. But it's very well priced for a white GPU, and it kind of goes with the whole vibe of today's build. It has that kind of black and white vibes that go with the Steel Legend in the case. There we go. Looks pretty good. I think it'll look good with this build today. Get our slots opened up that we need for this card. Only 2 slaughter. In we go with this beautiful little 4070 Super today. Bring us up just a smidge. There we go. In we go. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Nope, no, we're gonna seated. There we go. Quiet. It's quiet but seated. No thunk today. Oh, it's got really good support. I'm gonna pull this up just a little bit so that it's not even close. There we go. Got about a ½ inch distance there. Looks closer than it really is. Oh, it's not moving at all. Nice and secure. Up and in we go with our 12-volt high power. There we go. There we go. Looking good. I put the rear panel back on, but you can see all the cables. Everything's done. There. Looking good. Nice and clean. And there we go. Let's get ready to boot it up. You guys ready for this?
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.